Hey, you guys, and welcome to American Culture. Like I said in my video yesterday, I have made it to my promised land. And if you are here, you've made it there too. Now, we're probably in the same position to where the friends haven't quite come in yet. We don't really have the dream job, but we are doing what we're passionate about. And we see that God has given us all that we need, that manna every day, to be able to just carry on a decent and happy life. Now, like I said yesterday, one of the things that we've done is realize what causes the root of our mental suffering is that we're greedy, we're angry, and we're ignorant. And we've turned that off. We now know better so that we do better, and we're constantly searching for knowledge that'll help us propel forward. We now don't feel so isolated and targeted. We realize that everybody's just doing what they do, and we extend grace and mercy, and we also are greedy. We realize I've got it, I got it, I got it. I'm good. I don't need more. I don't have to have that or this or that. I've got to work with what I've got, and I'm going to be able to create from there. And so today we're going to talk about what led us to being able to recognize our own suffering and get out of it. And it's you taking human accountability for the things that you're doing. You see, in American culture, we don't want humans to be human. We have put all these very somewhat negative labels on just the very basic things that people do. Everybody's a narcissist, whether they're a benevolent narcissist or a covert narcissist. Everybody's trying to gaslight somebody. Everybody's trying to love bomb somebody. There seems to be a new word definition for human behavior every single day, but nobody asks, where does this stuff come from? You see, I'm not a fan of believing in love bombing. I know that a good chunk of people don't understand what love is, so they simply are infatuated and act that out for weeks on end until a serious situation comes up, and they don't actually know how to apply love because they never knew what love was to begin with. That's not you being love bombed, because there was no love actually there. It was just somebody who was acting infatuated. A lot of times people think that they're experiencing a narcissist. Well, everybody is only seeing the world through their own lens, and through varying degrees we act that out. There are some people who can be very, very nice to you to your face, but will absolutely annihilate you behind your back. That's just how they are. They grew up in an environment that did that, so they carry on that behavior. You see, a lot of times now, like I said, with my little neighbor down the way there, when she shot him, people would think that, oh, this is a demon spirit inside of her. No, that's just a person who's acting out on anger, ignorance, and greed, wanting what they want. When we have to constantly give our power away to these definitions of mental disorder or to an evil spirit or a demon that's getting us, don't get me wrong, I believe in those things. But what happens is we no longer have to take accountability for the things that we do that cause our lives to be the way that they are. And we do this on a micro scale to a macro scale. I want you guys to think with me back to the last time that you had a bad day, even if that was today. Now, you can go to the mirror and ask yourself, what did I do to create this circumstance? A lot of us got on this self help spiritual journey because we started to realize that the world we're living in is little more than a reflection of self. Yet, when things don't quite go our way, do we ever take any responsibility for that? No. A lot of times we can sit here and blame the coworker, we can blame the significant other, we can blame what we saw on TV, we can blame the person in traffic. But we don't ever take responsibility for how we ended up having this negative experience. And now American culture doesn't want you to have to do that. Like I said, there's a definition for everything, or in a spirit that's afflicting you, as if we're all just some vessel being taken over by parasites. No, you guys, you have free will and you're exercising it often. Most of the time, it's being greedy or trying to go out there and find the quick fix to your own feelings, and it's creating more chaos than good. You're living an insane existence, literally doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We do it with family, we do it with friends. Like I said, a lot of us were at a point now to where we've cleared out things in our life. We're living in our promised land, but the friends haven't appeared. And I want you guys to think back to how friends appeared before. There were plenty of times when God, the universe, whatever you're trying to call it, would send somebody to you that was remarkably similar. They were reflecting where you were. They wanted to read the same books. They were trying to do the same diet. They like to go to the same places. And what happened? That scared you. Oh my goodness, they're coming in. They're just trying to love bomb me. They're just trying to take over my life. They're going to end up harming me. And you canceled that person out quickly. And then of course you would find somebody who was slightly opposite. They really didn't want to go anywhere. They didn't really want to do anything. And you realize that that's not quite it. And so what happens is you decided to go out there and find somebody who made sense with you to make you comfortable where you were at. And that's how most people live their insanity again and again. They exercise their free will in order to go out there and acquire something that makes them comfortable where they are. We tend to shun the things that are going to grow with us or even cause growth within us. We tend to be scared of the things that are the opposite of us and don't really want to help us go anywhere. But those things that make us comfortable where we are, we stay with. That's the reason why we are so bent on believing in these definitions of mental disorders that society is now telling everybody that they have. It makes us comfortable to feel like we're surrounded by narcissists because then we don't have to check ourselves. It makes us comfortable to feel like we're being love bombed because we don't have to ask ourselves, why am I only attracting people that are capable of infatuation? Am I only incapable of infatuation? It makes us comfortable to have these definitions surrounding every single circumstance that we have because it takes us out of being responsible and we don't have to be accountable. So that's one of the things that has changed if you've made it into your promised land. You now, you humans, they do what humans do to whatever varying degrees. People aren't out there love bombing you. They're not out there gaslighting you. They're not out there trying to manipulate you. They're not out there being possessed by demons to the scale to which you think they are. They're just doing what they do based off of the experience that they had. And if you keep on running into people with these negative characteristics, it's time for you to check yourself and say, are these negative characteristics in me? Have I pushed away everybody who might be here to help me grow? Have I decided to be scared of anybody who is doing the opposite of me? Am I only accepting my own reflection, which is why I see so much of this negativity around me? So, yeah, you guys, like I say, in American culture, we have a definition for everything. But unfortunately, all those definitions have done is allowed us to say, I have no free will and I don't need to be accountable for myself. And that will never allow you to make it into your promised land. Have a blessed day, you guys.